Now, Shinzo Abe was among the founders of the Quad grouping. As the heads of state assembled for the 4th summit, like we mentioned, WION's managing editor, Palki Sharma spoke to former Prime Minister. They discussed a range of issues from Indo-Pacific to Taiwan. Speaking exclusively to WION, Japan's former Prime Minister also said that China is narrowing the military gap with the United States and could be dangerous for the stability of the region. Let's listen in.
Today's newspapers in Japan, and I'm sure elsewhere as well, talk about US President Joe Biden reaffirming his commitment to defending Taiwan, only for the White House to immediately clarify that their policy on Taiwan remains unchanged. Do you believe that the US will militarily intervene if China were to invade Taiwan?
Well, I think his comment was intentionally made, but you must forget the fact that he has in the past also made a similar comment that U.S. will be willing to fully defend Taiwan if China were to militarily invade Taiwan. So, that's on the very ground of staying strategically ambiguous in terms of policy. And on the very point that the White House came right out saying, our policy of, staying ambiguous strategically has not changed. The fact that they clarified that right after President Biden's comment actually gives us a signal that the U.S. is starting to look at the change of the policy there. And I have been an advocate of changing this ambiguous strategy. At the time when U.S. took this ambiguous strategy, there was a huge gap of military power between U.S. and China. But as we see China closing that gap very rapidly with a very strong military power that they're building up, it's dangerous to keep this policy in place. So I would, in consequence, welcome President Biden's comment. His comment flatly would signal a change of that ambiguous strategy policy when it comes to China-Taiwan relationship.
So let me understand this correctly. You're saying that with yesterday's statement, no matter what the White House has said in clarification, you believe that there is a shift in American policy vis-a-vis Taiwan?
This is actually a comment given directly from President Biden, and he talked about U.S.'s full commitment to defend Taiwan if the situation so requires, even though the White House came out and denied any overreaction to that, saying that it's the same policy. But I think essentially what President Biden had said shows the truth, and it was a message to China.
Very interesting. Do you believe that Xi Jinping is going to attack Taiwan and take it by force?
Of course, Xi Jinping's policy of one China is out and clear, as it had been stated, and they have clearly shown that forceful, action by force is one of the options that they might actually exercise. But if U.S. were to clearly be in a position to interfere with such action of military invasion by China, I think China would consequently have to give up the idea, because China certainly doesn't want to go into war with U.S.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.